A lot of us are struggling. It feels as though the cards we have been dealt, it just seems like lose is written on our forehead. But let me tell you something right now. Hey beautiful, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam, and I really see that a lot of us are struggling right now. A lot of us are trying to figure out how to make it through, how to get through, how to make another decision, how to just overcome hardship, okay? Now, I want you to remember these things. Whenever you may be having a bad day, going through something, okay, trying to end something, these are things that can genuinely help. Looking back, I wish I had this type of video to watch when I was going through things. So whenever you feel as though you just need that pick me up, that reminder, come to this video. Alrighty. Now I will say this is going to be a sit down video. So if you're used to a bunch of movement, a bunch of action, you're probably going to get bored. Maybe not. But let's just listen this time. You feel me? My name's Samantha. It means listener. So I say, you know what? This is fitting. You feel me? So yeah, we're going to tap in. I'm not going to prolong this any longer. I just want to invite you in. Let's chill out. Let's listen to one another. So, number one, I just want you to know this. You are not alone. You are not alone. You're not alone. Let me tell you why. Me personally, I have struggled, okay, with plenty of things. And guess what? I still came out on top every single time because you know what I said? I said, you know what? Baby, I got the power. You feel what I'm saying? I can go through and I can get through any and everything that comes my way. Okay? Period. So you are not alone. You are not alone. And to show that we are not alone, let's all tap that like button if we are struggling, going through a hard time. Let's leave a positive comment to uplift and inspire the next person, okay? We all can be a positive force in each other's lives, okay, through social media. This doesn't have to be a negative place. It could be a positive place. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Okay, so remember that you are not alone, alrighty? Number two, let me tell you something right now. I want you to accept that your feelings are real. Yes. Accept that those feelings that you are feeling are real. You may be feeling sad. You may be feeling discouraged. You may be feeling as though, dang, why me? Accept it, okay? Sit with those feelings, alrighty? Acknowledge the feelings, okay? All right, and then you know what? Once you accept and acknowledge them, you say, you know what? Do I like this feeling? If I don't, let me do what I can to change this feeling. And every time I feel as though I'm going to get back into that feeling, let me do something that will get me out of that feeling. That is positive, that is uplifting, that is helpful to you. You feel what I'm saying? Period. Okay. Next, I want to say, this too shall pass. All right. I want to say this too shall pass. I'm going to tell you why this too shall pass. We are always in a constant state of change. Things change all the time. Okay. Look around. You haven't always been in this same spot. Even if you're living in the same house you've been in your whole life, okay? You ain't always been in this same spot. You ain't always did the same things, alrighty? Even if you feel as though you have. Change is a constant thing, alright? For example, me. Once upon a time, I was a young child, alright? I grew up, started having to pay bills, make my own decisions, had to get my own insurance. Dang! I look back like, dang, things really just change, okay? So don't think for 1 second that this situation that you are going through, that you are dealing with, is going to always be. It won't. It's going to change. This too shall pass. Let that be. Let that sit with you, okay? Always remember, this too shall pass. This too shall pass, okay? I ain't got no money right now, but this too shall pass. Okay, I'm not eating my favorite foods right now, but this too shall pass. These are not my favorite clothes, but this too shall pass. This job isn't my favorite job right now, but you know what? It's better than nothing. This too shall pass. Just remember it. Just remember it. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Don't think that these hard times are going to be here forever. Don't think that you are always going to be struggling. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. The next thing I want you to remember is, this is just another page in your life story. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. You are like a book. Okay. You are the title. You the author. Every single day is a new page. Page 1 was you being born. We just writing and writing and writing. Alrighty? This is just another page in your book. You know how the story, it builds and it builds and it builds, okay? Things uncover. We start seeing things. We start noticing growth. We start noticing changes in the story. Okay, the characters change. Okay? It's just a journey. Enjoy that mug, all right? All right? And the way to enjoy it, even when you are struggling, is to remember that you are equipped to get through everything that you are being faced with. Remember that. Remember that. You're so beautiful. I just want to acknowledge that too. You are so beautiful. Okay? I love the word beautiful. I really, really do. That's why I always say stay beautiful at the end of my videos. Because you have a beautiful spirit. You have a beautiful aura about you. And you have to remember that. Even when people try to say otherwise, or even if you feel as though you get angry sometimes or you get frustrated, there is always that beauty inside. I want you to dig and grab it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. We gonna help each other. You feel me? We gotta help each other. Okay. Another thing I want to say. If you want to remember this situation that you are going through right now in the future, forget about it. Okay. Forget. Let me tell you that right now. You don't know how many times people that honk their horn at me. And I be like, dang, really? Or I have honked my horn at them. And we get upset. We say our little rah-rah. But at the end of the day, I forgot about that 20 seconds later. I'm at another red light. You feel me? So if you're not going to remember this situation, if you're not going to go ahead and say, you know what, this is actually having some benefit towards me, please forget about it. Okay, these little argument we having as a human race is annoying. Let me tell you something right now. I'm so tired of the unnecessary drama, the unnecessary, just pettiness. Okay, it's so irritating. Let me tell you why. Because it's unnecessary. You know, I should have drunk off. This caffeine got me. It's like, nah, for real. I woke up like this. Oh, child, things will get brighter. And I know sometimes it feels as though the cards we have been dealt, it just seems like lose is written on our forehead. But let me tell you something right now. You haven't seen the next moment. You haven't seen the next year, the next day, the next whatever. We don't know the future, okay? That's why it's important to live in the present moment, okay? And it's important to accept where you are at right now and take it one day at a time. Put one foot in front of the other, okay? And that's all you can do. Put your best foot forth and go home and go to sleep, okay? Hey. Another thing I want to say, it's okay to be wrong, okay? It's okay to be wrong. We are all not always right. So we may be going through a point in our life where we feel as though, dang, my conscience is bothering me because I have wronged somebody, I have wronged the situation. I feel horrible, but I won't let them know. Accept it, okay? Accept it and be okay with apologizing. I feel like if we all could apologize just a little more and be genuine with that apology and not make the same things happen over and over again, the world could honestly be a better place. And I mean that from the heart, okay? Back then, my pastor used to say from the heart, okay? It was like we got two hearts. All right. I like that. And it stuck with me all these years. You feel me? Everybody is wrong sometimes, okay? Accept that and just... Hey, do your best to live better every day. All right? Please treat yourself with kindness. Okay? Please forgive yourself. Being kind to yourself is very, very important because self-sabotage, self-hate, self-doubt, bringing self down is very much so real. Let me tell you something right now. What you speak, what you think will be your reality. Okay? Yes, it will be. Okay? So treat yourself with the utmost respect. Love yourself, okay? What does loving yourself look like for you? Because what you may think, another person may not think, but it don't matter, okay? We all need to stay in our own bubble when it comes to what we love to do for ourselves and not project the way we feel onto someone else, because that sounds like a personal problem. You feel what I'm saying? So if it's something that you really enjoy doing and it makes you feel good and it helps you to be nice to yourself, it helps you to feel confident and beautiful and light and refreshed, then baby, that's what you're supposed to be doing. So I'm going to use myself in this example. A way that I show love to myself is through my hair. I really love hair. Hair. Yes. And it's making me a little emotional because hair has always been like an outlet for me, and it's always been a way that I've been able to like express who I am, and it's always been something that I've been able to practice, and it's allowed me to become good, and I'm still learning, but it's something I've always practiced and been the most consistent with. And I really enjoy it. And so I've always commended myself and congratulated myself for doing something so much and not giving up on it. And like people were like, oh, you can do that so easy. I haven't always been that good at it. But never giving up is my middle name. Everything that I have ever been faced with, I never gave up. I never gave up. And there's this creator or this family on YouTube that I really enjoy watching, the Resh Fam. And Keisha is the wife, and one of her Instagram posts, she captioned, and all I did was never give up. I'm paraphrasing. I can't remember if that was that for sure, but this was a post a long time ago, but it hit me so hard because I could witness that for myself and say that for myself. And all I did was never give up. So with hair care, I've never given up on wanting to become better, wanting to continue to learn and continue to put my best foot forth. And if there was something I wasn't too good at, I kept practicing, and kept practicing. And eventually it's something I'm really good at now. I always think about 10-year-old me. And it's one of those points in my life where I just remembered being that one and never that two. Let me tell you why. I'm out here crying, laughing. You know what? This video gives me all of the feels, and I love that for us. You feel me? But at 10, I just really felt like, I don't know, the sugar honey iced tea. I couldn't cuss back then, but it just felt like my life is going to be worth living. My life is going to be something. And like looking back on that, man, I could go back and tell that girl that, you know what? Confidence of a 10-year-old was at an all-time high. It was when I first did my own little hairstyle on my hair without my mom doing it. And girl, let me tell you, I was doing it. And so many of my classmates complimented me that day. And it was so cute. And it wasn't the fact that I needed like validation from nobody. I knew it was cute as hell. I ain't gonna lie. But it was just like, dang, I really did good. And I was just happy for me. And that was a point in my life that really allowed me to see that, hey, I could do this thing and I could do it well. So yeah. I'm happy. I am. So treat yourself with kindness, forgive yourself, love yourself, and enjoy yourself, okay? Always remember to be nice to others too. We are all just going through something. Oh, another thing. Yesterday, okay, this video might be long. I don't even care, whatever. Those who really vibe with it will watch it. Those who don't, it's all right. We living and we learning. So yesterday I was driving, okay, and I was sitting at a light or a stop sign. I can't really remember, but my foot was on the brake, okay, and I just looked at all the cars that passed by, and then I was just like thinking to myself that, dang, We are all just driving, but we are all doing our own day-to-day things. We are all dealing with our own like situations and things that we are going through, trying to get through. We are all just reflections of one another, okay? We are all reflections of one another. Alrighty, it's so much unnecessary hate. Like, the division is so petty. Again, like, I'm a person that tries to like really put stuff in perspective, and the amount of just like dumb shit like that exists due to ego, due to wanting to feel superior or thinking one is better than the other. It's so unnecessary because we are all reflections of one another. We all are living and we all gonna leave this world one day. And we can't take none of this with us. Even if you're not having the best day, it's not your favorite situation, please remember that the other person ain't did nothing to you. They ain't got nothing to do with that, okay? However we treat folk is showing a lot about ourselves. Alrighty. Don't smile at me. Shit, I'ma smile back. Let me tell you something right now. Cheat. Okay. Another thing I want to say is remember that your struggles and the lessons we learn and the things that we go through, the exciting moments, the hard moments, the scary moments, the fulfilling moments, they are all a part of the journey. They are all to help us grow, okay? And to help us tell someone else who may be going through something similar, or someone who may be just trying to find a way to get through. You never know who you may help. So yeah, I want to say that as well. Remember, you can start over as many times as you need to. Every day above ground is a day for you to say, you know what? What can I do to just make this a better day or get through this day as positively and beautiful as possible? You could do it. It's all about what you believe and know for yourself. The last two things I'm going to say is to remember that there is always a solution. Okay? Always. Even if you don't see one, there's a solution. Okay? To every situation, there is a solution. There is love. There is power. Okay? Beauty. And finally, do one healthy, positive thing every day. I don't care if that is you just writing a nice note to yourself in your phone or in your notebook. Okay, if you want to read 3 pages in a book, even if you don't own that book, just go into the store. Don't take it now. Just go in there and read a couple pages, put it down, learn something new. And if you want to purchase it, go home and finish reading it. Or say, you know what? Right now I can't really do that. Let me just go to the library and take it out. The library is still a beautiful tool. So yeah, hopefully I didn't bore you. You got me crying on here, all right? But I really want to just make that because it's been sitting with me. A lot of us are struggling. Somebody needed this right now. Hell, I'm gonna go back and listen to myself. Shoot, ain't nothing wrong with it. I have my days, my moments too. I want you to let me know something deep that I should talk about. Topics that need to be talked about just for humankind. Let's love each other. Let's support each other. Subscribe if you haven't already. I really am into just helping other people, okay, through social media. Hopefully you found this video to be helpful in some way. Share it to somebody else that may be going through a hard time, struggling, because hell, it's a whole lot of us. I love you so much, okay? And remember these words from me to you. Remember from me to you. Remember these. If you remember nothing else, remember this. You are love, okay? Yes, you are. You are loved. You are light. You see that light? The light can shine on you, okay? You gonna move some mountains, all right? Period. And last but not least, to stay beautiful. I'm about to go. Peace. Be out.